Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Now, the gospel musician Guardian Angel launched his record label like 5 days ago. So, the record label is called Seven Heaven Music. And during that event, he got to narrate about how he was shunned by some church leaders because of his relationship with a one Esther Musila. So if you're wondering why some people have a problem with their union, it's because Esther is like 20 years older than him. So let's just hear a snippet of what he had to say at that event.
Nilienda kwa kanisa, nikaingia kwanza, pastor akasema elders wamesema huyo kijana asisimame kwa madhabahu. Wakapishana mpaka finally after kama 30 minutes pastor akakubali niimbe. Lakini wakati nimeingia hivi kuimba, nimepiga chorus ya kwanza ya pili, pastor amechama, anataka kukuja mpaka aninyang'anye mic. Wife yake anaongetulia bwana, mchomoja mama. Wakati pastor alichukua microphone nikianza kuimba, hata hakusema ati umekuwa na msanii nini kama ile kulikuwa kuna msanii amekuja church, hakusema kitu. Akaendelea tu na nikachukia kanisa. I went to a church to sing somewhere. Yani kwa bibi yangu inaweza fanya mpaka nikuwe mimi sistahili kuimba wimbo wa Mungu kwa church. Kaenda home na wife yangu nikamwambia, unaona leo ndio siku yangu ya mwisho kukanyaga kwa kanisa. Nikasema I will never step into any church. Mambo ya kanisa na mimi imeishi hapo. Acha nipige maombi yangu kwa bedroom. Wife yangu aliendelea kwenda kwa kanisa yao, akienda na niacha open kanisa. And then one day I was invited into a birthday. And I met my father, Pastor Babu. Sijai kuona pastor anakufurahia vile fana anakufurahia. Akafurahi kunicheki, akaniambia mzee umekuwa wapi jo? Yaani amefurahi kunicheki atulii. Sasa ile meeting imeisha na nitaka kuja tu kunywa chai, yaani amefurahi na mimi mbaya. Alafu ule pasi alinichuja. Kumbe akateleza kibadi mbaya, akapeana kabola hapo mahali. Alafu nikasema kumbe mimi nilikuwa nakataa church kwa sababu ya mtu ana struggle, si mimi ndio na struggle. Lakini ananichukia kwa sababu ya struggle yake yeye mwenyewe. Nikasema ni shetani anakutumia njia ya kunitoa kwa church. Na basi akaniita. Sasa ile hakuna mtu anabelieve kwa marriage yangu, especially pia watumishi. Na basi akaniambia mimi nasimama na wewe mpaka ufanye harusi, mpaka uoe huyu wanakutukana naye na mtasimama. Na akanichukua kwa church yake, akaulizwa kwa nini unachukua huyu mtu, kwa nini unafanya hivi, lakini akakaza akasema mimi nakuja tu kunywa chai, yani.
So, for those who don't understand Swahili, he was talking about how he once attended a church function and he was supposed to perform, but because some pastor had an issue with his relationship, he didn't want him to perform. But eventually, he begrudgingly allowed him to perform. And after that incident, he decided he was never ever going to step his foot in a church. But then he met a pastor, I think he said Pastor Ababu, who was so pleased with him, was um, supportive of his relationship with Esther, and was actually willing to see them through their wedding. And that's how he reignited his relationship with God. So if you check the comment section under that post, there's a cheeky person who was telling Guardian, wewe ndio haukuelewa pastor, labda yeye ndio baba watoto. So because Esther has children from a previous relationship, this cheeky person was trying to insinuate that maybe that pastor is the father of Esther's children, and that's why he had an issue with Guardian. Then the second one, somebody says Guardian let the whole church down. So I don't know why this person said that, because he didn't explain why that's the case. So obviously that's a person who is against the relationship between Guardian and Esther. And then another one posted a cheeky comment saying, hapa kila siku ni safe day, insinuating that Esther cannot conceive because of her age. So that's over. That is making a dig of their relationship. The other one was like, this is why young people don't go to church anymore, because they are judgmental as fuck. Anyway, that one seems to be siding with Guardian. Then another one said, when Guardian turns 50, Esther Musila will be 70. Anyway, age is just a number. That one is obviously taking a dig at their relationship. Another one said, age is a number. Ameweza kuliko 20-year-olds. So this is a person who is siding with them. She's trying to imply that sometimes she's trying to imply that Esther is better than some 20-year-olds. And then another one said, Guardian angel enjoying safe days every day. I'm jealous. So that one is also a cheeky comment that's taking a dig at Esther's capability of conceiving. So if you really analyze those comments, it seems like a good number of people still think that relationship is not appropriate. And this is how it has been since over 4 years ago, when they went public with their relationship. And I remember Guardian actually went on Jalango's TV to defend their relationship, because he needed to clear some misconceptions about his intentions and Esther's intentions, because people had started saying he's a broke guy who's just going after an older woman. So let's just listen to what Guardian had to say.
anaongea, kila mtu anasema amebebiwa kwake mpenzi. I know so many people did not even see you and your relationship coming up anywhere. Nobody, then it was just a surprise. Funny enough, Esther is my friend. Esther is a very good friend of mine. Na wewe mwenyewe unajua. So when people are talking, I'm like, really? You people have not seen this thing happening? Tangu wakiwa kwa gym, wakiwa kwa magari wanaimba, lazima angesema ndio sasa mlipwe. Where did you guys meet?
Met Esther Maina Kageni, unajua ni mtu anasupport sana music yangu. So nilimit na Maina Kageni tukiongea tu kidogo about music, and that's how Esther came, because yeye ni rafiki ya Maina. That's how we met. And she's a real lover of music.
Okay.
Clearly what
of course, yes, mnaimba kila saa kwa gari, kila saa mnaimba.
So yeah, so tutafanya nyimbo. Nataka niseme nini nyingine?
Hiyo nyimbo mlifanya naye ni yake ama ni yako?
Roho yangu ilikuwa nyimbo yake, hata kwa YouTube yake.
Iko kwa YouTube ya Esther.
Yeah.
Wow. Ndani ya YouTube ya Esther. Wewe ulimwachia, ndani alirekodi hiyo wimbo.
Mimi nilirekodi
kila kitu. So when you executive producer.
I'm the executive. Actually, I own all the rights to the song.
An executive lover. An executive lover.
Hapo tumeruka sana. Umeenda bio.
Okay, basi nirudishe nyuma. Nirudishe nyuma kidogo.
Umeenda bio sana. I think this is something that I would really love to like address, bro.
Oh, just talk about it once and for all, so that every other person there, the blog is writing, everybody writing.
Can be able to.
Me, I want to start with one thing. One hashtag that you've been putting up. Love wins. And any other thing I will not ask you. Talk to the camera.
This is what it is. Love wins first came before I even met Esther. It is a hashtag that has always been there. And for me, Love Wins was going back to the society to support the needy, especially the street kids, because I was a street kid before. So I was coming back to them to show them love. The only way you can be able to support a needy person or a needy street kid is when you love them. The only way you can be able to correct a street kid is when you show them love. So love wins first before you correct them or before you make them understand that it is possible. Love must come first. So that is where the hashtag came from. But that time it never made sense. Now, there's that few things, or rather 2 things, or maybe 3 that have really, been blown out of proportion. And this is marriage or love to a person who is older. Understand? And 2 perspectives have been put. That this guy would be wanting money from her, and this lady would probably have something that she wants.
If it's money, no,
Yeah.
because I've worked with you.
Now,
we've done shows.
if it is money,
Yeah.
you know, you are in the industry, you know who has money in this industry and who doesn't.
Exactly.
So please tell these people that you know that before I met Esther, because you've met both of us.
Yes.
So you know I met Esther after you had met her.
Yes.
Please tell them that
Even before you met
even
us.
before I met her. Please tell them that you know I had money before.
Kabisa. So hauko hapa kwa sababu ya pesa.
So siwezi kuko hapo kwa sababu ya pesa. Second thing,
Mm.
as much as I had money that I have made from the industry, I remember towards the end of last year nilikuwa naambia PA wangu sitaki hiyo show, nimechoka bro, niko mahali na perform, anapigiwa simu anaulizwa how far are you for another gig that we even forgot.
Mama yangu.
Yani I have a back to back, so many times nimelala hapa Mombasa road kwa barabara. As far as an older person is concerned in love or marriage, this is what the Lord says about marriage, that a woman and a man would leave their parent to go and become one. Okay, with a husband, to go and become
One.
Now this is what the Lord wants for a marriage, that man, love ye your wife as Christ loved the church. You understand?
Yes.
Give me 2 marriages, one marriage of an older man and one marriage of a younger man who is married to an older woman. Okay, the older man treats this woman like trash, but as far as the society is concerned, he's older than the wife, so it is okay. The younger man treats this woman like a queen and loves her like Christ loved the church. Which one do you prefer? Which one pleases God?
I need an older woman.
Which one pleases God? So
The queen.
One, because you are doing as per the word of God, loving her as Christ loved the church and treating her as a queen. It doesn't matter how old you are. What matters is you're doing as per the word of God. Number 2, I have gotten money in the gigs and in my music, but I want to assure you one thing. I have never been happy in my life like I am today. Genuinely happy. You cannot trade money to happiness. I cannot go and throw myself in a ditch because there's money in that ditch. My brother, you understand? I am a very sound man. That if I decide to do something, and people have heard me, listen to my music and they know me, and they know my wisdom, that if I decide to go this direction, then clearly I am not going into a direction to kill myself. You understand? So whichever decision I've made, whether there is love, whether we are in a relationship, whether we love each other, it does not matter. What matters is, am I a happy person? Is she a happy person? Are we doing the right thing? Now, whoever feels I have done a wrong thing, from the whatever speculations they have, whoever feels I have done a wrong thing, please, I want to ask you, 1, for forgiveness for whatever reason. Then 2nd, I want to ask you to give me the script of my life that God gave you, for you to tell me, as per the script of God,
this is the woman you are to marry.
That's a good question.
If you give me that, I will follow you. But if you do not have it, please shut your mouth.
I'm going to bless us with more music.
My friend, I have just started. I'm telling you, I've been frustrated in this industry. I have cried in my bed alone. I have given up.
Yeah, you're not in the bed alone now.
Ulisikia wapi nimeoa?
Ulisikia wapi? Wewe ulisikia wapi?
Ulisikia tu nimepostiwa sasa nimeoa.
Hakuna vile harusi yenyewe itafanyika na BCMC.
Yaani wacha na mambo ya harusi kwanza. Wacha na mambo ya harusi kwanza. Usipate watu. Usipate watu. Nisikize mimi ndugu yangu. Wewe ndugu yangu.
Nakusikia. Unaona pale mkono yangu iko.
Unaona? Bro, kuna time nimeumia solo na niko kwa industry yenye tuko na watu. Lakini naumia. Nalia. Unaona, mara zile nimelia kwa ile nyumba na nikaamua tena sitaki mambo ya muziki. Ni mingi kuliko zile muziki nimetoa. By the time I am talking to Esther, even after a week of now knowing each other and her asking me if we can be able to do a song, a hymn that she wanted us to do, I was giving up on music. While recording her song, roho yangu, I was giving up. But she came here and told me, my friend, hii kazi ya Mungu lazima ifanye nini? Iendelee. So all my ministry has been encouraged and pushed by the person that you think is the wrong person. If she had not come at that time, I was giving up on it.
We will not even be sitting.
I would not be here. I would not be singing now because I had given up on it. So you don't know this person. You don't know why she is regarded or respected like this in my life before you even utter a word. Wow. Listen to me. You who have said that now this guy is going to love his mother. Listen, the word says, you will come together and become one. If this woman is older than you or your mother, the minute you agree to become one, the nonsense of motherness ends and she becomes your wife. The minute you agree. So if we have agreed to be in marriage, she is my wife.
Yeah, he sounds like a decisive guy. So what can we do but respect his wishes?
Doesn't matter how old she is. I am the husband. You understand? That is if I told we are married. So
Unanimaliza.
Esther, so
Hata sikuwa rahisi maswali unajibu.
yeah, because we have to clear the air, please. And this is even for the sake of the children of God and for the sake of the church. I have lived to please the church for long, but I have suffered trying to please the church because I did not know that I am not meant to please the church, but to please God. The things that we are struggling and crying and ranting and trashing and trolling about, God is even laughing at you people. He's like, what are these people saying? Why are they crying? What are they saying? How do they know that I'm annoyed? We have become now the gods of the earth. We see in your Mungu. No, this is not right. Where will you what is right and what is wrong? Because you are born the other day. You found people doing these things. Now you want to tell us that is how it is done. How do you know that is how? According to whose rules? Who gives the rules of what is supposed to be done? Sisi kama tungezaliwa watu wakikula hii velvet tungekula because tumepata wakikula. Because hiyo ndio right. So now you want us now not to love because as far as the society is concerned, you love this way and not this way. Who sets the rules?
Thank you. Is dropping it as it dropping it the way you want it. You ask for Guardian and he's here. And Guardian has been my friend for the longest time. And I told him and asked him, bro, come on, let's talk about this. Esther, your wife is my friend. Talking about your wife. Sasa watoto nini? Watoto.
You see, this question about when they're going to have kids keeps coming up whenever they do an interview. But maybe Guardian has decided not to have kids, or maybe he has kids by other women who we don't know about. As for Esther, it seems like she's done with that chapter because her youngest child is 25. Or maybe Guardian just doesn't want to have kids because he had a very rough childhood. Because on the same interview, he got to talk about how his father abandoned him. So his mother struggled raising him up with the help of some relatives who are not well off. So maybe he just decided he's going to help other street kids. He's not interested in having his own biological children. But let's see what else he had to say.
Watoto. Inafaa ucheze juu chini.
Okay. But I've had people ask me. And funny, the man of God who called me to ask me, will you really get children?
What do you mean, will you really get children?
Because as far as they're concerned, I don't know who gives birth and who doesn't. But then, it is so sad that a man of God would ask such a question and Jalango comes and talks about Abraham and Sarah. Who is supposed to encourage me in the Lord?
The man of God. But
anyway, this is what I want to say.
That's a good point, because on the first snippet that I played, when Guardian was launching his record label, he said the pastor who was really against him and Esther ended up impregnating a member of his congregation. So you can see he was judging this relationship because of the age gap, yet he was sinning.
I am a young man. I get married to a younger lady as far as the society is concerned, or the way the society wants me to do it. Then she cannot get a child. What should I do to this lady? Hapo sasa tunaongea mambo ya watoto. Wale wanauliza kama nitapata watoto mapana. Je,
umeenda deep sana umeniwacha.
Je, kuna wale wanauliza kama
Biblia yangu ni
wanauliza kama nitapata watoto mapana. Sio? Wacheni sasa na mambo ya miaka. Tuseme nimeoa dem mdogo.
At the end of the day,
nimeoa dem mdogo.
Ndio uamua nani atapata. Sasa kuna mademu wangapi wadogo hawajapata.
That's the question. That's the question. Unauliza
vijana wadogo kama wewe. Unapanda baiskeli hewa.
That's why unauliza bro. So supposing nilioa mdogo nikapata hawezi kupata mtoto. Nimfukuze.
Hawezi mfukuza.
Kwa sababu ya nini?
Mapenzi.
Kwa sababu ya mapenzi, because love is the one that wins. You understand? Watoto ni baraka kutoka kwa Mungu. Na wale,
that's a very good point.
Watoto wako kwa nchi ya Kenya sasa ni wengi ambao tunaweza kulea. Tumekuwa tukilea na love wins. Sio lazima wawe wetu. Tutalea wale wako ambao wamezaliwa.
Lakini nimeona Esther. Ukiolewa ni guardian.
Esther anajiintroduce.
Okay, basi introduce Esther. Let's talk to us.
This is Esther Musila, Guardian's Angel.
Guardian's Angel. Thank you so much for even accepting to sit here. I know we've ambushed you, but your husband has thrown things to amesukuma paka nimechanganyikiwa kabisa. Guys, see how Esther is beautiful. Now, unajua sasa ndio ufanane hivi at the age of 50. Lazima uache shisha. Lazima uache takila. Lazima uache moshi na omwisala na ndugu lubili. What makes you look all this beautiful and young and everything?
First, I think God's grace. I have good genes, and I exercise. And I love myself. I come first in everything.
Wow. So it comes second.
No. It depends.
It depends.
On what context.
Okay, on your life and well-being and everything, you treat yourself right. You eat right.
I come first.
You come
Esther
first.
comes first.
Wow. Esther, you've seen everything that everybody has been writing and starting to speak about it and coming out and even accepting to be here is a big thing. What would you like to tell them? Whether you are interviewing, I'll call you so that we can have a conversation. Do you agree?
Hiyo mtacheza sana invoice. Manager.
Okay, so you are managing other things. What would you like to tell people and whatever they've been saying out there?
I actually didn't. I had restrained myself from ever having an interview, but I think it's good for me to fight for myself as well, because some people judging me or talking about me, they don't know my life.
That's true.
They don't know my journey. They're probably even hurting my kids with the things they're talking about. And I want to put this straight. I am 50 years old. I have been through life. I know what I want with the remainder of my life that God has given me.
Yes.
My mother died at 72 years. That is very young. So if I'm to live to the life that she lived, those are 20 years. I want those to be my best life, starting now.
And
my 50
it's only best when unajua manager anaongea kidogo. Unajua manager anaongea kidogo ukiona ni kama msanii, unajua huyu ni msanii wako.
Pole kwa kupiga bwana.
I remember when this year started, I said to myself, I have been through life. 50 is a big year. There are many people who didn't get to 50.
That's true.
But I purposed and said this was going to be my year.
Wow.
I will do what Esther wants. I will make Esther happy. My kids are grown. They're 22 years. Last one is 22 years. They're running their lives. I am still their mother. But as Esther, I have my life, which I want to live. So I am living my life, my rules, my life. I am happy. And I will tell you this. God said we met through Minor. And I will tell you the story. You follow me. I sing in my car. Andrew is my friend. Andrew Kenya. Yay! Yes.
I'm also your friend.
Yes. I love to sing. I love to sing. So one morning, I'm driving to work and I hear this song. Minor plays it and he plays it again. So I DM him and I'm like, what song is that? So he tells me it's called Radha. So I said, who sang it? He said, he's called Guardian Angel. I got to my office. I went on my Google and I searched Guardian Angel. I'm like, I've never heard of this guy. So I played that song the whole day. By the time I was going home, I knew the words of that song. That same week, I said to Minor, can I please meet Guardian? That song has touched me. It's like it was speaking to me, telling me, your life needs to change. Your Radha, like Radha. It spoke to me as a person. So Minor said, when do you want to meet him? I said, Friday, because we work half day on Fridays. So he said, okay, fine. And to tell you the truth, when I met Guardian, he was sitting. The way he was sitting, I didn't even notice he was there because the chair was very high. And I went and I said hi to Minor first. And then Minor was like, here's Guardian. And he looked very surprised because I don't think Minor had told him that he was coming. They were going to have a business with Minor, meeting them. So I introduced myself. I said, I'm Esther and I really like this song. It has really, really ministered to me. There's something about this song. So we had lunch and he went. And that was it. So we just started communicating because I went back and I realized I have been singing Guardian songs and I didn't even know who he was. I used to sing Wakati wa Mungu. I don't know who Wakati wa Mungu belonged to. For me, I'd never concentrated on the person. It's the message in the song.
Maybe that was a sign that they needed to link up. What do you think?
Kosi, I also sang. If you go back to my videos, you will see I didn't know who Guardian was. So that same day was the 13th of, I will never forget, it was the 13th of March when they announced first corona case. And the next week, we were told no more work, we were working from home. My birthday was coming up in May. And 50 being a big number, I had plans, So with corona happening, I was like, now what will I do? Then one day, as my mom had passed away in 2016, and she loved hymns, So I said, I will do something different. First, I want to sing because I sing a lot, but sing in the car, sing in the bathroom. So I was like, I need to make this reality. So I said, I even sent Mina a text and I was like, Mina, I want to do a song, but I am so scared of asking Guardian if he can do a song with me. So he said, no, you go ahead, ask him. Then I said, I want to do something different. So a friend of mine gave me an idea. Why don't you get 50 of your friends to contribute to a charity that you like? And then, that will be celebrating your birthday in a different way. So I talked to Mina, I talked to Guardian, I gave him the idea. And because he has a foundation, I thought, let me come under that foundation. Then it will be easy. Instead of, the way you can't just collect money from people, they will think so. I knew at least that was a good platform. So I went out. And I used to do it for a month, like come out, ask people, my friends, and we collected good money. And I also did the song, which I released on my birthday.
Wow.
So that is where the journey started. It was not anything
Through
planned.
his foundation, he became your foundation.
So you can see from what they've said, it seems like their relationship is a genuine relationship. So people, I think, need to back off a bit and let them be. Though there could be some disadvantages in the age gap relationship, there are also some pros. Like, it's obvious Esther is more mature, hence more stable, because of her life experiences, which have a grounding effect. And she's obviously wise, so she'll be able to offer guidance in various aspects of their life. Then that age difference means that they have diverse perspectives because of coming from different generations, which enriches their relationship because they'll exchange different ideas and experiences, which helps to make the relationship more interesting than if it was between two people who are like age mates. Then, because Esther is a mature woman, she's obviously more established career wise and even in her personal life, which means it provides a good foundation for the relationship. And this also ensures that there's less pressure on guardian for financial or emotional support. Though guardian, like you've heard said, he was stable financially before he met Esther. So the other thing is they have complementary strengths and weaknesses, obviously because of that age gap. So where one lacks, another one might excel, which creates a balanced and supportive partnership. The other thing is because Guardian is a younger guy, his young age brings in energy and enthusiasm in Esther's life, which would cause her to be more adventurous and consider doing things that she wouldn't otherwise do. But there's some disadvantages that come with that dynamic of theirs. The very first one is the societal judgment. You can see from the comments people put under whatever they post in the social medias. So that constant judgment would obviously end up causing a lot of stress and strain on their relationship. But the only good thing is it seems like both of them are God fearing. So I'm sure due to that, they're able to weather the storm. And because they're in different stages of their lives, it might lead to them having different priorities and expectations because guardian might want children, which would be a complex thing for Esther given her age because she's obviously past her childbearing stage. Though, like Guardian has explained, it seems like that's a non issue. And I've also said that maybe he has children who we just don't know about by other women. But then there's also the health concerns because Esther is older, hence, she's more susceptible to have illnesses that relate to being older. Though that's not a big issue anyway if you maintaining yourself well and getting constant checkups and obviously relying on God. And then there's also this issue of future plans because Esther might have different visions and timelines for retirement and maybe for activities like traveling, while Guardian might not be thinking about retirement yet because he's still a young guy. I think he's only in his early 30s. So the other thing would be the family dynamic when it comes to kids. But I think Esther's children have been interviewed about their mother's relationship, and it seems like they're cool with Guardian. So that's a plus. So, as for netizens, I think people need to realize that Esther and Guardian are consenting adults and they've chosen to be in that relationship. So, guys should respect their autonomy of choices. And the other thing they should also bear in mind is the primary concern should be happiness and the well being of Guardian and Esther. So if they are happy and the relationship is based on mutual respect, we shouldn't interject our ideas. Then the other thing we need to do is respect their privacy. I think this thing of reporters thinking they can ask them questions about their personal lives when it comes to their plans to have kids and their finances should be a no. And then we should celebrate diversity. Yeah, because relationships come in different forms. And just because there is a wide age gap between the man and the woman or the woman and the man, it doesn't mean the relationship is not genuine. So I don't know what you people think. Just let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to link the full interview Guardian did on Jalango's TV at the end of this footage and below the footage as well. So like and share this video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so to help my channel grow. Thank you for stopping by and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.